DVLA warning 2025, UK drivers who passed test 10 plus years ago must renew their license immediately. UK drivers, listen up. If you passed your driving test more than 10 years ago, the DVLA says you must renew your license immediately or risk fines, insurance issues, and even legal trouble. This is one deadline you cannot ignore, and it could affect millions of drivers across the country. Stay tuned, because we're breaking down exactly what you need to do to stay on the road legally and safely. Welcome back to UK Pension Update, the channel that keeps you informed on the latest news affecting your finances, safety, and everyday life in the UK. Today, we've got an urgent warning from the DVLA that could impact millions of drivers, especially if you passed your driving test over 10 years ago. Stick around, because missing this could cost you far more than just a fine. According to recent announcements, the DVLA is implementing stricter controls on driver licensing for those who have been on the road for a decade or more. The rationale behind this update is safety. Over time, the ability to drive safely can change due to age, medical conditions, or even unnoticed changes in eyesight and reaction times. The DVLA is emphasizing that regular license renewal is crucial to ensuring that every driver on the road meets current safety standards. This new directive affects a significant portion of UK drivers. Consider that the average British driver obtains their first full license around the age of 18 to 21. 10 years later, many are settled into busy work and family lives, often completely forgetting about license checks or updates. The DVLA warning is therefore a proactive attempt to prevent incidents and accidents caused by outdated or unverified licenses. One of the most important things to understand is that this requirement applies specifically to licenses that were obtained more than 10 years ago. If you're one of these drivers, your current license may no longer be valid under the new rules. You may think, I've been driving for years without any problems, why now? The truth is that the DVLA is trying to align driver licensing with modern safety and medical standards, and the 10-year mark is considered a reasonable checkpoint to reassess fitness to drive. So what does this mean practically for drivers? First, if you passed your driving test more than 10 years ago, you need to check the expiration date on your license. Many older licenses issued before the digital era are simply outdated in the system. The DVLA is urging everyone to apply for a renewal online or via post as soon as possible. Renewing your license is straightforward, but if delayed, you risk fines of up to £1,000, and in extreme cases, your insurance may be invalid if you drive without a valid license. Another aspect that's causing concern among drivers is the new verification process. In addition to the usual photo ID confirmation, the DVLA may request updated medical information for drivers over a certain age or for those with health conditions that could affect driving. This is particularly relevant for drivers over 70 or for anyone who has developed health issues such as diabetes, epilepsy, or heart conditions. While these checks might seem intrusive to some, they are designed to protect not just the individual driver but everyone else on the road. There are also reports that the DVLA is using automated reminders to reach drivers who might otherwise miss the renewal deadline. Letters are being sent out, emails are being issued, and SMS alerts are being implemented where contact details are available. However, the DVLA has acknowledged that some people may still slip through the cracks, especially if they've moved house recently or changed phone numbers. That means the onus is ultimately on drivers to take responsibility for their licenses. You might be wondering, what happens if I miss this renewal? The consequences are more serious than many realize. Driving with an expired license is considered an offence, and the DVLA has made it clear that fines and prosecution are possible. On top of that, insurance companies may refuse to cover claims if you are found to be driving without a valid license. This could leave you personally liable for accidents, which could be financially devastating. Experts are also warning about the ripple effects of this mass renewal. DVLA offices are expected to see a surge in applications, and online systems may experience delays due to high traffic. If you are planning to renew, it's advisable to do so immediately rather than waiting until the last minute. The last thing anyone wants is to be caught in the middle of a traffic stop, only to discover their license has expired due to a simple oversight. For drivers who are concerned about the process, the DVLA has made efforts to streamline renewals. Online applications are processed faster, and most applicants receive their updated license within 2 to 3 weeks. Paper applications take slightly longer, but the guidance emphasizes that starting early is critical. The DVLA has also published a detailed FAQ section on their website to help drivers determine if they need to update their license or submit medical information. Interestingly, this move also ties into a broader trend in the UK and Europe towards ensuring that driver standards are consistent with technological advancements. Vehicles today are equipped with more safety features, from automatic emergency braking to lane departure warnings. However, the human element, driver competence and awareness, remains the most critical factor in preventing accidents. By enforcing renewals every 10 years, the DVLA is attempting to make sure that every driver is still fit for these responsibilities. Some drivers have expressed frustration over the sudden nature of this warning, feeling it's an unexpected burden. However, it's worth noting that similar policies have existed in other countries for years. Many European nations require regular medical assessments and license renewals for drivers after a certain age. The UK is simply formalising what has long been considered best practice in road safety. It's also worth noting the DVLA's emphasis on accessibility. For drivers who may struggle with online applications due to age, disability, or lack of internet access, the organisation provides phone support and postal options. They want to ensure everyone has the chance to comply without unnecessary stress. This inclusivity is part of the broader public safety mission, ensuring no driver is unintentionally left off the radar. In conclusion, this is a wake-up call for UK drivers who passed their test over a decade ago. Ignoring this warning could result in fines, legal trouble, and compromised insurance coverage. The DVLA's message is clear: check your license, verify your eligibility, and renew immediately if needed. Don't assume that because you've been driving for years, your license will automatically remain valid. Remember, the purpose of these updates is not to inconvenience drivers but to protect lives. Road safety statistics show that driver errors contribute to the majority of accidents, and ensuring that all drivers meet minimum safety standards is a responsible and proactive step. Taking action now not only keeps you on the right side of the law but also helps make UK roads safer for everyone. So here's the takeaway: if your driving test was more than 10 years ago, don't wait another day. Check your license, renew online or by post, and make sure you're fully compliant with the new DVLA rules. It might seem like a small administrative task, but the implications are huge. Stay safe, drive responsibly, and make this your priority today. The DVLA has set the rules, and it's up to every driver to meet them. This is one of those situations where being proactive could save you a lot of trouble down the road, literally and figuratively. That's all for today's update from UK Pension Update. Make sure to check your license, renew if needed, and stay safe on the roads. If you found this video useful, hit that like button, subscribe, and click the bell to get notified of all the latest UK updates that could affect your money, safety, and peace of mind. Share this with friends and family so no one gets caught out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next update.